feedback gone wrong creates a whole lot of mess. The cost of not creating a work environment or a team that knows how to effectively provide feedback to one another is so high, higher than you can even imagine. Very frequently, when I first start to work with leaders, there's concern around how to do feedback in a way that doesn't just create a whole barrage of feedback in return. Not because the leaders that I work with aren't open and available, but because not all feedback is created equally. There is a skill, an art, and a science to giving and receiving feedback in a way that really matters. You've heard me say many times before that I believe the power of whole body awareness fundamentally alters teams. So very often, people think that they are giving feedback when really what they're doing is lobbing opinions. Opinions don't make a difference. The art and the science of feedback is as follows. When you are attuned to whole body awareness, feedback looks, feels, and sounds like checking in on body sensations, feeling states, and next thought. It isn't personal. It isn't at another human being. In fact, it's not even debatable. Feedback is just what's happening over here. It's a kind of reporting in, checking in. If you were to know me, what you would know is tightening in my shoulders, clenching in my jaw, pulling in my forehead. Those are body sensations. They are not debatable. They are that which is happening over here where Lola is. Feeling states, noticing fear and joy. Again, not debatable, not personal, not a matter of opinion. Actually what's occurring over here. Next thought. I wish we had had a conversation before that email went out to the client. Not, what the heck were you thinking? Not, dude, why didn't you tell me? Not an accusation or an opinion. Just if you were to know what's going on over here, you'd have a sense. I work with clients that have things that have been built upon, that occurred months or maybe even years ago. Unprocessed stuff, undealt with conflict or irritability, things that may have been said that when you don't deal with that, when you don't give feedback in the moment, it is just like building upon unworkability. When you neutralize feedback, when feedback becomes part of your everyday norm, it is not such a big deal. Teams that get comfortable with feedback and become friendly in their delivery of feedback can produce results, find solutions, and make an impact that is far different than teams that stuff, deny, suppress. So I want to give you again just the basics. If you were to give feedback to your significant other, your child, a friend, a community member, a business partner or colleague, try the practice of whole body awareness to neutralize, to diffuse what may be going on between you and another human being. When we don't have the tools to diffuse our reactivity, our feedback all of a sudden becomes an accusation or an opinion. And guess what? Human beings often do not respond well to accusations and opinions. So how can you create a feedback-friendly environment among your team members within your organization, and in such a way that it's not a tit for tat? It's really just, it is a multiplier of what you can produce. It is an accelerator. There is so much time, energy, there's so much bleed and drain when teams are non-functioning because they don't know how to have clear, direct, and honest communication. Feedback rich environments, teams that know how to do friendly feedback in the workplace, create an entirely different culture that's compelling, that's energizing, that is exciting. Teams that don't know how to do feedback well drag. There's sort of like a fatigue in the environment. It's like, sort of moving through quicksand. Everything feels harder. Most of us don't know how to do feedback well. Most of us live in the realm of opinions. When I communicate about my experience without the temptation of blame, criticism, opinion, or accusation, our ability to come up with new solutions is completely altered. If you don't have a feedback-friendly environment, learn how to do feedback well.